Alright, so today I'm finally managed to look around and figure out what build I'm going to put on my Inaros because the helmet system, I've been, subsuming a few Warframes around here. As you can see, I have done about 6. And, I've been looking around and I was trying to figure out, like, what kind of ability I want to put on my Inaros because, I play Inaros all the time, so I wanted to see what ability I want to use, and I think I figured out the ability that I want to use, which is Smite. Now, I'm using Smite because of the augment, to be honest, but the Smite itself isn't a bad thing. It kind of puts like a radiation on the target and it kind of confuses enemies to kind of fight with each other, so it was pretty good. But what makes it really good is the Smite Infusion. Now, what Smite Infusion does is it gives you 100% radiation damage for 40 seconds, which, by the way, is a very long time. 40 seconds is pretty good. You're gonna be fucking running this throughout the entire mission. And basically, with the power strength of Umbrella Intensify, which I've not maxed out because I am using it on other frames without the Umbra Forma, so I can max out these two. But if you max it out, I think it's gonna be like 66 maybe. You can get a little bit more damage, but you get about 159% radiation damage, which is really, I think, is really good. And the reason I've actually, as you can see, the build is actually pretty similar to basically my build. The only thing I just have taken out Rush and I put Smite Infusion here. I put a D up here so I can just have Prime Sure-Footed. And the reason I actually have this sort of build, I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you could run like, you could run like a Hunter Adrenaline here or something else. I totally agree with you. The reason I'm running it, I just got myself, the 10,000 health Inaros with the update, and I was like, God damn it, I didn't really want to take away, I finally have a 10,000 health Inaros. I was fucking rooting for that for a long fucking time, so I kind of wanted to just have 10,000 health on my Inaros, so that's why I just decided to put this sort of build, but it isn't bad, you could still pretty easily use the abilities, so let's go to the Simulacrum and see what we could do with this. Alright, so I'm in the Simulacrum now and we're gonna start. So the one good thing about this build, I like that using the Smite, so I could just basically put it on, so I have 40 seconds of that, and then I just put it on one of these guys. They get confused, they start attacking this guy, and then I just, kill them, and those orbs move to another guy, and they get confused and they target each other, and they also get confused because you are also proccing the radiation buff on him. And it's basically, I kind of thought of like checking out like what's like the best ability for like giving Inaros like a damage boost, because I've seen like, as I looked through like the dev stream the last night, and I saw a lot of people are doing Rhino, which I get it, I guess, because you can get like you can get just a flat out damage buff. And I was actually gonna try to get Rhino before, but I actually kind of tested out, like, because I'm not gonna put like any more power strength mods on my Inaros. I'm only gonna have like 80% like fucking thing, and I think also it's like capped at something like I don't know if it's like the roar is capped at something, but I think the damage was capped at something. I don't remember, but the most I was gonna get was 80% more damage, and I kind of actually checked out that if 80% was gonna be more than 159% radiation damage, and of course, if my math is correct, it should be not even close. It should be like almost double the damage. I mean, that's like normal math, let's be honest. I don't know, but I kind of wanted to test it out, and I saw that it was not going to be more damage if I were to use Rhino with my build, of course. And a lot of people are going to be like, I'm not going to probably use that, and I totally get it. You can use this, you can tweak with this build, do whatever, put more range or duration or whatever you want to do. I don't mind it. I just like running this because, I like this a little bit more. You know, I like being able to just, put on a buff and then confuse enemies, and then I just basically pick them out one by one. Pretty easy for me, nothing to do, and yeah, this is a pretty good build. So yeah, now other thing I kind of wanted to really test out was against the Eidolons, because this is, if you don't know, Oberon is a very popular frame that people use for Eidolon hunting. And another reason that one of the reasons that they use it is because of Smite Infusion, because you can get like radiation damage buff on your weapons, which I really wanted to test it out against Eidolon. So we're gonna test it out again. We're gonna test it out against that. And another thing I wanted to test it out is on Necramech. So let's go and check it out. What happens with the Necramechs? Oh, actually, a quick side note. I don't know if this is true or not, but I don't think that you can actually get Smite Infusion on your Archgun weapon. Now, I don't know if it's a bug or it is only on the Mausolon or something, but I can't seem to get the buff on my Archgun heavy gun. I don't know why that is. As you can see, they're not proccing any radiation in there. It's just, corrosive and blast, which is what I have. So I don't know if it actually does give it the boost. I kind of tried to test it out with or without the boost, but I can't seem to find any like difference. It seems to be killing at the same rate, so I'm guessing it's not really giving the radiation buff that it should. I don't know if it is or not. I don't know if you guys can kind of let me know or something, or somebody kind of test it out. I don't know if it's a bug or what it is, but I can seem to get the Smite Infusion buff on my Archgun weapon. So yeah, I was gonna test it out with Orb Mother or something, but it seems like the buff doesn't work with the Archgun weapon. So yeah, that's a quick little heads up.
Alright, so we are in tier 3. So this is the tier 3 isolation wall bomb T. So here we're going to be using this Smite Infusion here. Now, the thing I'm using here is I'm using my Trumna with blast damage on it, which is the Necramech weak to, so that's what it is. And I'm also going to be very much using the secondary fire of the Trumna, which by the way is like really devastating for these Necramechs. Like if you can really get like the nice hit, like these go down pretty easily. But with the help of my Smite Infusion, even though I don't know how much it is helping, to be honest, because it is putting radiation damage, which they don't really, I think they're kind of like have resistance to it. They're not immune to it, they definitely have a resistance to it. But yeah, as you can see, it's not that bad. I mean, it's taking a few shots, but I just kind of wanted to just test it out. This is probably, by the way, this is my best run when it has come to like tier 3 Necramechs, because usually most of the time, I don't have to do much. They just attack my Kovat, and my Kovat kind of goes down sometimes, but they just start attacking my Kovat, and I just kill them by just shooting at them or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, as you can see, this actually ended up being not that bad. I mean, there's sometimes I would say that when it you lose a lot of health, I just go into void mode because I do have Magus Repair, so I just use that. And that just helps out sometimes when you're dealing with Necramechs. But yeah, as you can see, not bad. So yeah, that's the Necramech stuff. Alright, so we are going to be doing Eidolon. So I tested it out on Eidolons, and I'm not gonna lie, this thing actually seems to be, I'm not gonna lie, it seems pretty viable to do Eidolons with Inaros now. I mean, that was like, a lot of shots. That was like pretty decent. Now I am using my Tomb Finger with the radiation damage on it. I got prime heated charge and everything. It does even have a crit ribbon on there. So yeah, that actually did pretty decent damage, I'm not gonna lie. And I also tested it out with Rubico. And when I tested it out with Rubico, it actually was pretty good too. Like I think it took maybe like I don't know 5 or 6 shots or something and you know, at 5 or 6 shots, maybe 7 actually. I don't remember. I think it actually took 7. I fucking yeah. I think actually it took 7. So yeah, it was like pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. It's like pretty close to maybe a little bit worse than an actual Oberon, but you know, I'm not gonna lie. This seems pretty good, and I'm not the type of guy who does Eidolons a lot, but you know, honestly, if I were to do Eidolons from now on, I'm just basically gonna use, you know, my Inaros. So yeah, I was very happy with the thing. Also, at the end phase was pretty decent too. At the end, we were also doing pretty decent damage. I took it down pretty easily. I missed a few shots, but whatever. And also, like, if you have like a good crit ribbon on like a Rubico or a Lanka or whatever, you could probably take it down like faster. I think it took me like not even gonna lie, it took me like 8 minutes to kill the Terrorlist. Now I know Terrorlists are like not really, you know, that great, but that kind of gives an idea of, you know, maybe if you have like a certain different type of build, you could probably do something with it, or I don't know. But yeah, that's the Inaros Smite Infusion Helminth system, Chrysalis system build type deal. I don't know what to name this. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But yeah, this actually build turned out to be very good. I was actually just putting a bunch of like like abilities on my Inaros because I just kind of didn't really want to use the abilities because I knew I'm gonna have to like build my Inaros in a certain way that I'm gonna have to like kind of compromise that 10,000 health, which I know a lot of people are like, yeah, whatever, who gives a fuck, but you know, I just kind of like having a 10,000 health Inaros, so you know, whatever. I don't mind it, whatever, you know, it's your preference, but yeah, that's it from me for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to be doing maybe another Inaros build. I'm looking for maybe a Harrow, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I'm going to look around and see what else I could do. I was thinking of Mirage, and I have enough standing actually from Samaris that I can get a Mirage set. So we'll see what we do. I don't really know. I think we'll figure it out. I think I'll figure out what I want to do. I actually want to do get Grendel so I can fucking get that Grendel stuff. I kind of wanted to see what Grendel buff would give me. Like it gives like toxin damage or whatever. But yeah, we'll figure it out. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.